So let's attempt, eh? You guys can see the uniform roundness of this crowd. This is a cabbage. I'm with Simon here from EASEED and he's going to take us through cabbage farming.
We have several cabbages as East Africa seeds. We have different varieties and we have seeds fitting to every climate. When it comes to cabbage seeds, we don't sell one variety across the area. We do every area, we have a different variety. If you go to T-Zone, we have a variety that is called Zawadi. Zawadi will fit in the coldest, the highlands, that is the area that is a bit cold. If you go to Kinagop, where it is too cold, you see Cabbage Group Master, that is normally for the Abadea. If you go to other areas that are a bit hotter and sometimes they are a bit colder, you go for Baraka, Cabbage Baraka. And then here you come in Nyeri, the best cabbage we recommend is Fanaka. Why? Fanaka is a short day cabbage variety, 75 days maturity. And the difference between Zawadi and Fanaka, Zawadi will only go to the coldest like T-Zone. But for Fanaka, you go to the hottest area, it will be there. The other defining characteristics for the cabbages, if you look at the foliage around this cabbage, for example, the number of leaves are many. This gives an opportunity to the buyer because remember, cabbages are mainly transported to different areas. A truck will come in today in Nyeri, be full truck for harvest, will be taken to Nairobi for a certain market, even Kisumu, even Mombasa. And then what happens later, maybe the cabbage that was taken to the market, it is not over. So there are some left stocks. You either come back with it or you sell the next day. So what happens to these leaves? Why are they that big and a lot in number? Because you harvest today. If you go to the farmer when they're harvesting cabbage, remember they normally cut here. You see some leaves left. Then you also go to the market. You front from the truck to the market. Then you have some barrels. You leave some other leaves. 2-3 days, you also have that cabbage in the vehicle. So that is why it is leafy and they are important. The firmness of that cabbage is also determined by how you are going to feed. Remember, it is a 75 day, so it is almost ready for harvesting. But because we want them to have the farmer today, we decided that we are going to leave it. A farmer has a challenge. At times they say, why is this cabbage very uniform? But when I plant this in my farm, it is never uniform. The reason is, one, sometimes the farmers ignore the spacing. Remember, we have done 60 by 60 or 60 by 45. Another farmer will think like, I will do 30 by 60 or 30 by 45. What happens? If I uproot this cabbage, if you look at the space, to the farmer, that space fits 2 cabbages. If we were to do it at 30 by 30, this cabbage should be here. Then, with all these leaves, what happens to this cabbage? If this one fits here, then what happens? The nutrients will be shared among the 2. Meaning, this cabbage, one will have big head, another one will be
very small.
Because they are competing for nutrients.
Okay.
Yes.